Boo doo doo doo. 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 Da da dee da dee da dee da dee da. Ba 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 ba. That's right, ba ba ba. Who doesn't like Fridays? That's cray cray. Friday, Friday. Everybody loves Friday. Hey, good morning. Good morning, lunch peddler.
User joined your channel.
A witty.
Hello.
Oh my goodness. You sound a few million miles away. What's up, buddy?
Sorry, I'm driving right now.
Cool. Are you driving from somewhere cool or to somewhere cool?
What's that?
So you driving to or from someplace cool?
Well, I'm driving to Corpus Christi to pick up my son.
Well, that's nice. I don't know if I'd call it cool, but it's nice. So I just read an article about a guy who's spends a bunch of money to build what they call a zero-sum electricity house. Oh my gosh, the feedback is real. And apparently he's still having to pay like $100 a month in taxes to the government for electricity. That's pretty awesome.
Is that any better?
Oh well, now there's the whoosh sounds of the road. So I mean, not particularly. But I don't know. Are you just hanging out, killing time? I still understand people who don't like Fridays. Alright. Oh my goodness, where are we at? Level 10, so we're level 8s. We can't do sword and cipher alone. Let's start these long, boring-ass quests that are typically better on our own, like Store Vault's Mine and Stormcleave Outpost. On Friday, you find out there's only 3 days till Monday. Oh, savage. Savage, but true. We have one whole action point. After fiddling around, I don't think there's much more we can do to bolster our PK right now. So I started listening to this no copyright channel, and they have like a bunch of different things in different orders for, you know, but a lot of the same songs are in their different cues. There's this one called Summer Smile, And it's just like so upbeat and cheery. I love it. It's like the opposite of everything that involves me. Right? Oh, it's so good. Do we want to screw with any of this stuff, like, at all? I don't think so. I hate running around seeing this icon up here because it feels like I'm not taking advantage of stuff, but... And right now I don't care about permanent blur, but... Because I have an item. And I suppose it would open up this item for the future. That's fine. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Go kill some monsters, take some names. Let's do Stormcleave Mine first. Or, Stormcleave Outpost first. I feel like the Stormcleave Mine is going to take a while. Running out of coal is life-changing in Factorio. It is. It's rough. It's real rough. I advise against running out of coal in Factorio. Witty, are you cool with just like running out of coal in Factorio, or do you suggest people not do that?
I mean, as long as you can progress far enough to where you don't really need coal anymore, then I guess it's fine.
So, one of the things they added was coal liquefaction. So you can melt coal into oil as long as you have some heavy oil. So I don't think you can, there's a place now where you don't need coal. At least in my experience, you can't, especially since the changes, right? It's like I can't get enough oil. But to be fair, I've only played Death World since the updates. Although we're close, we're almost done with Death World. People who told me there was no way I could possibly win Death World are about to be proven incorrect with the map that I had. Are about to be proven incorrect as I am about to complete said Death World. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the research to tick in.
Is it still the same goal of trying to launch a rocket into space?
I think so. I know that they now have what they call space science or something. But as far as I know, there's nothing after that. The launch paddler says launches rocket and gets shot down by biter artillery. Well, that would probably be my luck. But yeah, as far as I know, that's still basically the end of the game.
Gotcha. Well, I'm still incredibly behind on the Factorio curve.
Yeah, me too. All I know is I'm sitting here watching this other guy play Factorio, and I'm like, man, I'm really jonesing to play like this really long, in-depth Bob's game, but I'm tired of everything costing 5 times as much or whatever. So I'm looking forward to doing probably just like a regular Bob's, but not like an Angel's Bob's, and then I might do some other stuff. Good morning, Peck. 10-4, little buddy. Rawr, the ground ate that guy. Yeah, so Witty's one of those guys who is supposed to join me for Factorio a whole bunch, but has a real life. So, and refuses to actually be available for things. Because it was real life.
Yeah, having stuff to do makes things difficult.
I mean, I just call it bullshit, but I mean, whatever. Hill Giants. Named a dude. Roar!
I actually got to work this week though, which was good.
Oh my gosh. Did you actually have a charter flight or did you have a flight student?
I had a trip. I was supposed to be in Nashville from Sunday through Thursday, but he ended up wanting to come home early, so we left on Tuesday.
Still cool. Peck, that sounds good, buddy. Whenever you're available, let me know. Let's see. The launch paddler. For all we know, Biter might be researching Biter nukes, which places thousands of biters where it lands. Yeah, that sounds horrible. Sounds horrible. Yeah, I remember you telling me you were in Nashville or something. Like Monday, maybe? Or,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was like, why aren't you out honky-tonking it up?
I don't honky tonk.
Oh, I've seen you. I've seen you. You're a honky-tonker. Don't lie.
Not so much. I did want to go explore a few things, but unfortunately, since we left early, I didn't get the chance to.
Bummer. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Nashville looks like one of those places that's pretty sweet sometimes. I'm not a big honky-tonker either. But...
Well, like, I was gonna go check out the Johnny Cash Museum.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I love Johnny Cash.
And, like, secretly, my goal was to, like, wander around Nashville, hoping to, like, accidentally bump into Taylor Swift. But that didn't happen.
I think she's in Colorado now, bro.
And then, like, strike up a conversation and then try and sneak in the fact, like, hey, if you need an extra pilot or anything, here's my card.
Oh. I thought you were trying to, like, hey, my wife and I are into threesomes, and we're good Christian people.
No. Not so much that, but I think working for T Swift would be a pretty sweet gig.
Maybe.
I think she flies a G3.
Yeah, I don't know. If I had some money, I would get current again and do some flying. I'd really like to do is get one of those ultralights. There's an ultralight club here in town, where they fly obviously ultralights, duh. But it looks real fun to me. My first instinct, of course, being a real pilot, is I'm not going to be that low without like a real glide curve. But I mean, I'll take a lawnmower and put a parachute on it and fly around. I don't care anymore. I don't love life anymore. I'm done.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about those.
I'm pretty sure if I got one, you'd fly it though. Like, hey, Whitty, want to go fly my ultralight?
Like, flying in real airplanes now has spoiled me, because because I had to ferry my student's 150 over for an inspection last week.
Okay.
And like, flying it myself versus being in the plane and instructing while he's flying turned out to be two completely different things, and I hated flying that thing. It was terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the idea of like, hey, I'm gonna go to the gas station and get like half a tank of gas and go fly around for 2 hours because my lawnmower and I are gonna go fly around for an hour or two seems like a good times to me. I'm not gonna lie. In my cost-effective magic land here.
So, like, how do you get in the air with those things? Like, are you towed up by a real airplane and then you just
I think they take off on their own.
That doesn't make sense to me, though. like, how do you take off with a parachute? I don't get it.
I mean, it's all about it's airfoils and a fan, right? Like you drive down your takeoff zone with your parachute behind you, and it builds up some momentum, it catches, and then tightens up and goes. I said I'm pretty sure people take off on like country roads with their ultralights and just pew.
Science sounds sketchy to me.
That's just your lazy jet aircraft like ness coming in. Your prejudiceness against your prejudice against not real aircraft. There you go.
Yeah. No, what I'm flying is real aircraft. What those are.
That's what I'm saying. You're prejudiced now against not real airplanes.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just something that feels so good when you push in those throttles and you like actually get sucked into the seat. There's so much thrust. It's magical. Especially like last week, we did a trip up to Ohio to a small airport, and so we had to do a short field takeoff in a jet because we only had like a 4,000 foot runway, and like letting off the brakes after you've got full power in on that, it's amazing.
Yeah, I was always a big fan of short runway takeoffs, but I mean, I'm pretty sure with this thing though, every takeoff's a short field takeoff. I don't know, I might have to do some research. It sounds a lot of fun to me. And it's probably something I can afford to fly.
From the sounds of it, it's probably works akin to helicopter magic.
Probably.
And I don't want none of that.
LJ can explain the science of helicopter magic to us.
There is no science. It's all magic.
Oh man. So speaking of magic wits, I've been thinking about setting up like my laptop to be able to do some on-site location for streaming paper magic. What do you think?
That'd be cool.
Okay. Well, you're the first person to be like, that'd be cool. Everyone else is like, well, except for the guys who actually play Magic, because they're like, oh, that'd be so awesome. But like, Todd was like, yeah, if you think it's a good idea. I'm like, well, it seems okay. I'm trying to get people's input and see what they think. If you think it's okay. And then, but, like, basically everyone else has been like, well, I don't know. Like, I just need solid input other than I don't know. Come on, somebody. Like, yeah, that sounds great. Or no, that sounds terrible.
I mean, I think it's a cool idea. I mean, like, there is quite a difference between, like, playing with physical cards versus doing something like Magic online.
Right.
I'd watch it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if we're talking about your personal viewership, I mean, it's like a crapshoot anyway.
That's true.
Like, I think I see you more often when you're out of town and you can't possibly do anything else but sit in a hotel room with your tablet and be like, entertain me!
Yeah, although trying to TeamSpeak on my tablet is a nightmare. I can only put up with it for so long.
Well, to be fair, TeamSpeak on your phone's not necessarily what I consider the highest audio quality on the planet either.
Well, yeah, TeamSpeak on my phone is akin to TeamSpeak on my tablet. I hate it just as much, just a little less. It'd be a little different if I had, like, a good, like, microphone headset to go with my phone, but I don't right now.
Oh my gosh, I just ran out of thieves' tools. That's embarrassing. Go to the bank and grab some thieves' tools. Yeah, if this is gonna be a thing, like, you should invest in a nice headset and a microphone for your phone, Witty.
Yeah. I did get that.
Because I got one that Tanya and Remington bought me, and I think it was like $30 or something at Radio Shack, so God only knows what it would cost someplace else. But it's real nice. I really like it. I think a lot of our audio problems for the guys doing stuff, like with their phone or whatever, is the fact that they're using an unwired headset.
User in your channel timed out. User entered your
Shack stores now.
Yeah, radio's mostly closed. I'm assuming that's what you asked, because you like disconnected, I think, in the middle of the thing.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
But yeah, there, I think Carl, he was working his way up here. But yeah, I think he said they're down to like 500 stores or something more, countrywide or something. And then he figured they'd be closed within the next year. But like Salina had 4, and they're totally closed now, so. I don't know, I'm also thinking about getting back into Hearthstone again. Hearthstone or Eternal or Magic Online. Like, I'd like to do more Magic Online, but I just can't, I don't have the spare money to dump into, like, a $300 Magic Online deck to be really super competitive.
Yeah.
And or even $200 to, you know, like, play what I would play in paper.
Yeah, I don't like spending money on online games at all.
Well, I mean, I don't mind spending money for online games. I don't like the idea of buying something in paper and then buying it again online. Like, if they had a flat fee, and you could be like, here's my $5 a month, you know, give me access to every card or something, or even, you know, maybe you do it by matches or something. Like, I don't mind them making money off of it. But then when I play, like, Pokemon Online, and they have, like, the little codes in there. It's like, here's your pack of Pokemon cards. Oh, and here's your, you know, your pack or here's your little QR code. Get this pack on Pokemon Online. It's like, yes, that's what I want.
Yeah, I like that system.
But still, you have to buy something with Pokemon. It's like, man, I can't afford to play Pokemon and Magic together.
Word.
Although I think Todd may have a stack of Pokemon Online codes. I might ask him about them. Like, if I can get those with my store credit or really cheap, or he might even just be willing to give them to me for the stream, I don't know. Of course, also the Pokemon Online is a way better interface than the Magic Online interface. 100%.
Yeah. But I feel like the Pokemon game is a lot more simpler than Magic 2.
Honestly, they're not super far apart. I mean, the general ideas are such where the Pokemon, like, their core ideas, easier, thinner, whatever you want to call it. But the game itself is equally as robust. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't gotten too deeply into both recently, so it's my novice opinion.
Right. Well, I mean, because of the way the game is structured, a lot of it is, I mean, fundamentally the idea of it is simpler in the sense that you have an active Pokemon, they have an active Pokemon, that's the only thing that you attack, and you're just trying to knock out, you know, somewhere between 3 and 6 of their Pokemon. What the?
Yeah, and it's not like you're
Oh my goodness.
you're
You're starting to sound like you picked up a stutter, buddy.
and the fact that in Pokemon there's instants and interrupts and everything like that. It's a lot more structured, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of that stuff, there are cards that do things. But again, they're the exceptions, not the rules.
Right, it's not nearly as prevalent as it is in Magic.
Right. Yeah, it's like you take your turn, take your hands off the wheel, let them do their turn. Which I don't know if I like or not, but it's nice. Let's see, I think we're gonna firewall here.
Yeah, it's not like you have to do something and then like wait so much of an allotted period for your opponent to potentially respond.
Right.
Although I've only played through the introduction of Magic Online, so I don't know how smoothly it flows when you're like actually playing against a real person.
I mean, it's fine. Now, when you're talking Magic Online, you're talking actually Magic Online and not whatever it is on the Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because all I know is I'm actually considering assuming that still works on the 360 as well as the Xbox One. I might start playing it as well. The hope is that I will put a TV in here and a 360 to start doing some stuff. This isn't a giant. It's like one over here, I think, maybe. But I've been saying that for like 2 weeks, and I still haven't figured out how I'm going to just physically put it in here.
Do you have a 360 to put in there?
Yeah, we have... Remington has a 360 that he pretty much never uses anymore. He's like, yeah, you can take the 360 and put it in your office. But even if I didn't, I think they're relatively inexpensive at the arena.
Well, I was just saying, because I've got a 360 I'm looking to get rid of.
Well, if you're looking for a happy place for it to live for a little while, you can drop it off the next time you're in Kansas. But yeah, like Remington, we have one upstairs, so since Remington got his Xbox One and most of his friends have also switched to Xbox One now, he doesn't use it very often anymore. Look at this giant wave his hands like he don't care. Clubbing. I don't know. So did you hear that I took down game day this last game day?
I did not.
Yep, basically a professional Magic player now. I took down a small local tournament. Want to play, Matt? I'm the best.
I'm the best.
I don't know. Couple of friends are going to GP Omaha this weekend, and they were on my balls like, "Why don't you come with us?" I'm like, "Nah." And one guy like last night was trying to talk me into going even. I don't I'm hearing you trying to say words, but I don't know what they are.
Yeah, I think I'm in a spot with crappy signal because you're cutting in and out on me.
Okay. Well, I'll just talk, and then if you get an opportunity to chime in, you can. But yeah, basically, I told him, like, you want to rent a plane? I'll fly us there. That's fine. But I'm not sitting in a car for X hours. You'll just have to put up with my, like, instant migraine, just add car ride. Like, that doesn't sound like a lot of fun to me. So, but one guy last night, he's like, come help me play test for the GP. I'm like, okay, if you want. So I go and help him play test. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think I beat him enough that he's not going to the GP now. Like, yeah, I don't think my deck's good enough. I'm like, you have the good deck sitting right here. Just take it and go play. No, that's not fun. I don't want to play that deck all weekend. I'm like, but this is what will, I mean, will be good. It's like, no, I don't want to play that deck. Alright. Whatever.
Good old Sam, crushing hopes and dreams.
I'm trying.
Where is the GP?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Woo! That's not too far.
For people who can be in the car. For the rest of us, it's fucking way too far.
It's a lot closer than Gen Con, though.
Yeah, and how many days did it take me to go to and from Gen Con? Do you remember?
I don't know.
We drove to Gen Con again this last time. We left 2 days in advance. We stopped less than 4 hours to drive. And then yeah. Like, we drove to St. Louis and stopped, and we drove from St. Louis the rest of the way. Splashmaster says, I don't really get that. I'll pretty much play any deck no matter how boring. Yeah, this guy's like equal mix, Spike and Timmy. Like, he wants to win, but he wants to win with his cool deck. Which I can understand and respect. I don't, if I'm gonna go and spend money at a GP, I'm gonna take what I think is the best deck for the GP. Regardless of whether or not I have fun playing it. So, Splashmaster, quick question. Streaming pen and paper. Streaming physical Magic from my LGS. Assuming I can get the audio qualities reasonable. What do you think? Yay or nay? I mean, I'll wait patiently in the off chance you actually input that into the chat, but yeah, I don't know. I still haven't decided. I'll probably try it this week with Travis is around. I don't need to go in there. I just need to fix. I'm gonna go a little slow here because I think Peck is logged on with the idea that he's gonna join me in some quests. So I'll wait a little slowly and see if he's coming along or not. I think Magic is fun to watch in person, but I'm not sure about a stream. I haven't really watched it on Twitch yet, though. So, like, I enjoy watching games of Magic. Recorded or whatever. But most of the time when I'm doing that, I prefer the game, or I prefer Magic to be for Magic Online, so it's more easily able to see and read the cards and whatnot. But I need more practice, and if I'm going to set up a weekly day to practice with people, I feel like I need to also be streaming it because I need the God, brain, why are you such a bitch? I need to make sure I keep the content up.
User in your channel timed out.
So, Peck, I'm gonna go start the next quest, and if you're coming along, holler at me.
User entered your channel.
Oh, users entered. Okay. I love this message. This is the greatest message. I'm ready to play for a bit. I might need to leave. Might go somewhere. Like, sounds good. I love it. I love everything about this sentence. So, how excited are you now for Wonder Woman on a scale of 1 to 10? So, Travis, for example, who is my podcast partner, basically said it's 10 out of 10. And 100% is likely to go watch it again in the theater. Which makes me think, wow, that's very high. But I'm not sure at the end of the day. Personally, I don't want to necessarily get my hopes up. Splashmaster says probably a solid 6. Yeah, that's about what I feel. Like, I'm gonna go see it. I don't know if I have to see it this weekend. But having a friend that I trust give it a review of a great movie, probably raises it a little bit. More interested to see how they screw up Aquaman. I am very excited to see the Aquaman movie in the sense that I like Jason Momoa. I liked him ever since Stargate Atlantis. Stargate Atlantis is one of my favorite shows. So I've been waiting for him to be able to like really get into something again. He's had a couple of these like semi-important but yet poopy roles. So I'm kind of excited to see if he can maybe this DC thing is what he's been needing for a while. So we have our kind of poopy pocket cleric guy. In that case, girl. But hopefully we won't need anything too crazy. This quest is mostly fine. Peck is loaded up for holding bears. Oh, I never grabbed thieves' tools. Oh no, this quest could be terrible. Oh, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Phew! Come here, Rust Monster. Get in this web, buddy. There we go. One Rust Monster down. Oh, I can't believe I didn't bring any thieves' tools. Hey, are you back?
I am back.
Man, it's like every day with you, it's a different dream. So I've been asking people about the Aquaman movie, the Wonder Woman movie. How excited are you now?
I'm cautiously optimistic. I mean, I've been hearing good things about it. I've got tickets to see it with my son tomorrow, so.
Okay. I was just gonna say Travis has given it a 10 out of 10.
Really?
Yep. Again, people are making the same statements as before. They're like, the best movie or best DC movie since Batman or whatever. And I'm like, that's not hard. Like, give it a real comparison. Like, say, oh yeah, it's X good compared to, like, a good movie. No one seems to want to puts their mouth on it's, you know, this good of a movie. Like, put it up with, I don't know, something. Splashmaster says, I don't know if you know too much about the Legacy format and Magic, but if you want an idea about how boring of a deck you'll play, look at the deck called Stasis. So Stasis is fun. Stasis is a fun deck. If you hate everyone and you want everyone else to die. Like, in real life. Like, would you like to commit suicide? Let's play Legacy. But yeah, I don't know. Stasis is fine. Pew. Just tag that guy with one of these. And then we will, reminding Peck that I am out of Thieves' Tools and we're going to go into thief jumping, or trap jumping mode. Oh, there's a bad man. I don't know, if you're a Magic fan, I'd recommend some of the Two Trolls episodes that we've done recently, where I've kind of described what I'm interested in playing right now. I'm like either Island Go guy in Standard. I like Standard. I've always liked Standard. My Legacy stuff is sitting behind me. But, which I actually could probably put together a reasonable Legacy deck now. I don't have mana drains, but other than that, I feel I have most of what I need. To be competitive. But Legacy is basically a dead format here, so. Like, I would have to drive probably an hour to have any anyone to actually play Legacy with. And even then, I think they're mostly proxy people. Which, I don't mind occasional proxies, but... Okay, so I have one dead body over here. But like, there's some really awesome draft stuff right now with... if you're fortunate. Only time I really play Legacy is with my friend who's been collecting since Magic started. Yeah, I was one of those guys and I gave it up in high school. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna touch a girl instead, and basically, in retrospect, ended up giving up a couple $1,000s today, just to a friend, like pretty easily. And I didn't have motive or some of that stuff, but like I had some Moxes, and I had the Time Walk, and I had a few things. Open this door just in case something crazy happens. So I don't know. I love Magic. I've been playing it for a long time. This whole shelf is just old, out of standard. Oop, that's not the button I wanted to push. Out of rotation Magic. I've got a bunch of... I probably have the same amount of shelves that are in or near standard. So I like standard. I like formats that rotate. I like jumping around. I'm a drafter, probably first and foremost. Let me just lightning bolt these things to death. Yeah, we can. Oh, man, my nose. My problem is I take, or at least I have in the past, taken breaks and missed like large swaths of a format. So like, I'm almost modern feasible with under the sense that I now, thanks to like Modern Masters, whatever the sets are, I'm almost live again in. Alright, I'm gonna go shrine. Almost live again in what's it called? In Modern. Like, I've got most of my lands. I still need a couple of cheap Snapcaster mages, I guess. I've got like 2 old ones and 1 new one. So I need to like get a matching set of 4, stuff like that. My favorite thing to do for Magic is a pre-release, go ahead and meet new people. That's one of the things I kind of want to do, is be able to set up a... I'd be able to stream pre-releases. I'd be able to stream tournaments, I'd be able to, you know, like I'd be able to stream almost anything if I had it set up there. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna try it. I just don't know to what degree we'll actually use it. I mean, some PVC pipe to build a frame and setting up my laptop to be able to do it is probably not that big of a deal. Alright, more emergency. Man, I cannot find these corpses today. Still warm. Giggity. I mean, obviously, magic is a big part of our lives, as you know, I do a weekly podcast / video podcast about it. I think it'd be good, but obviously you have to get good enough quality so the audience can see the cards that are being played. That's the toughest part, I think. It's like, oops. It's probably going to involve dealing with the glare with sleeves and things. Oh, close enough here to ping ya. I guess you're dead, son. Alright, so there's a corpse. There's another corpse just right here. We have 2 corpses. So that's 3. Looks like Peck figured out where the Night Scorpion is. If we can. Try to get a web down. Wherever it pops its little head up again next. Oh shit, son. There's another one over here. And I'm just trying to get Peck a quick heal. There we go. Alright. Oh, we're using the corpse at the same time. Ew. Oops, still warm. Alright, I found another one down here, right? Yeah. I don't see any more corpse eye. No more corpses to fondle. Excuse me, pardon me. Get eaten. Oh man. Today's moving both really fast and really slowly. I've had a it's not really fair to say a rough week, but I've had a hard time feeling like I can get to sleep this week. So I've been staying up really late, and I've been still trying to get up at the usual time to stream. And we've had like all this nasty weather kind of coming in and out, and low pressure zones, especially quick moving pressure zones, really do a number on my sinuses. So I feel like in and out with my nose in particularly. Like today's the first day that it hasn't been running non-stop. As I say that, it'll probably start running non-stop, but like I'm on board with it not, so. But I took a allergy medication yesterday, which always affects me really poorly for the next couple of days. Taking Benadryl for allergies, exactly. Like I'm not. That kind of stuff just puts a drowsy cloud over my head. But it was that or continue to be punished for having a nose. Look at this. Look at this still warm body. Oh, we're using her. He's drawing up. Woo! Quest complete! That was a very smooth run, actually. Very, very smooth. Nice, actually. Alright, let's check on our tweeter. It's Friday, so something terrible should happen in the news. You're actually going to see a doctor about your allergies in a couple of days? Well, good luck, mate. I hope you get it figured out. All I know is they tested me for allergy stuff when I went in for my migraine treatments the first time around, and they're like, yeah, you're allergic to cats, and otherwise you're basically fine. I'm like, okay. So that was 7 years ago or something like that, and we still have 2 cats. I'm waiting for them to die. My allergies are not as bad as Whitty's. Like, Whitty used to come visit and just, like, shove Benadryl up his nose. Snort it like cocaine. I mean, it could have been cocaine.
Horrible. Horrible creatures.
Personally, I feel like it's just time for Whitty to get over his allergies.
No one would love that more than me, believe me.
For me, it has gotten to the point where it's unsafe to drive, like, half the time. Yeah, I imagine, depending on what it is that you're allergic to, it's probably fair. I mean, I feel like it's unsafe for me to drive about half the time with my migraines the way they are. But I haven't killed anybody or wrecked the car yet, so maybe it's fine. Grab these Steve tools before I forget. So Putin tells Megyn Kelly Claims of Russian interference are like anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. I'm curious now how Putin has rationalized this. I haven't watched this interview or anything, but it's not really an interview. I guess it was a panel. Putin was merely trying to shirk responsibility for the election's outcome, according to Putin. How we looking, bro? Putin says sometimes Trump overkills, but it turns out he was right. It's like anti-Semitism. The Jews are to blame. You're an idiot because the Jews are to blame, right? And you know what such mood leads to? Nothing good. Wow, I don't really understand. I guess basically what he's saying is if you're willing to point the finger at Jews, just like you're willing to point the finger at Russia for losing the election, it's similar. So anyway, I'm debating on either starting CO6 or the Tomb series. I'm trying to check with Peck to make sure he's got plenty of time. Because if we get started in, say, like the Tomb series, I'd like to roll through them all, but only one of them I actually would like help. Okay, so yeah, he's got to take off. Alright, so I think with him taking off, that means I'm going to go do either Spies in the House or start some the Shadow. I think we'll go do the Shadow stuff. Like I said, most of them don't require helpers. The only one that really does is the lever pulling, and I can do that with a hireling, especially now that I have D-Door access. D-Door makes everything much easier in that quest. In fact, with D-Door, I don't even really, I don't need anybody other than my hireling. So I might even do that one because people don't like it. Oh, you know, I should probably turn off the playback on this screen since it's up. I should probably turn the playback. Okay, that playback's already paused. Excellent. Oh, fire breathing. Why don't I have fire breathing? Burn this bitch down to the ground. Alright, so we got crushed doing this quest on some, like, 5 skulls. For no reason. There's absolutely zero reason for us to be doing this quest at a difficulty. First Life XP is much easier on me. That is 100% true. That's part of the reason I'm saving certain quests, so people can high XP quests, so people like you know, like Technical, who's commenting, or Raspberry, who only can come in every once in a while. They have there's these few, in my opinion, like high value quest chains. Particularly CO6. Some of the Vault of Night quest, stuff like that. I mean, you're obviously welcome to play Factorio. I'm just hanging out, making sure that, you know, people are entertained. I still think you need to get over this fear of not wanting to multiplayer. I can understand not wanting to stream the multiplayer, but I don't understand this unwillingness to multiplayer in Factorio. Completely from a greedy point of view of, I would like to try more multiplayer, and I can't seem to get the games to host. Once you get to your 6th or 7th life, you stop noticing insane XP needs. Yeah, Technical is an avid DDO streamer. He knows all about the XP requirements. I finish things up. I'll probably work on setting up the multiplayer after I complete this current mission. Excellent. Like, for me, personally, I think it would be a lot of fun to just record a bunch of video segments, like 20-minute videos, just record them, and, like, learning Factorio with, you know, Technical or Shoe or whatever we want to call it, and then put that series up on my YouTube channel for people to watch. Isn't there a trap box over here? Nope, just a trap. Alright. Good to know. Whew. See, that's these over here, right? I believe the trap box is there. On your face, spider son of a bitch. Go ahead, become champion. See if I care. Spoiler, I don't. Pandemonium! I swear there's like trap boxes on either side for this. Yeah, I thought so. So the question is, do I want to pick this up? Sure. Pick it up. I'll go sell it to the vendor. I don't care. I think here we just... because shadows are immune to fire, right? Roar! The ground swallowed him whole! Go 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 go! Go, 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 go. Man, I am tired. When that noise is appealing to me, I know I've crossed some boundaries. I think we'll leave open the access to the shrine. I feel like if we shrine, we won't need it. But I don't know. We could. We spent like 600 XP or mana XP.
So, you want to help me look at my cards sometime and put together a couple of okay decks? Maybe?
I mean, have I ever declined to assist you on anything except for moving? That shit's on you. You move too fucking much.
That is a fact. We're still in the process of moving right now.
I'm pretty sure you always are in the process of moving.
Yeah, no. Once we get all the stuff over to our apartment, we're gonna go through and purge a ton of stuff because we've acquired too much crap.
Well, I know that
Yeah, Rachel?
I'm really excited for the bus. Like, for that same reason. I'm tired of everything. But go ahead, Rachel.
Rachel counted it up, and I think in the almost 7 years we've been married now, we've moved 6 times.
Yeah. I said you guys are semi-professional moving people.
And we're still terrible at it.
Well, I mean, I think to be good at it, you'd have to be professional. But, like, if there was a category for, like, most moved or something, you'd probably make the list.
Yeah, no, I can't wait until this phase of our life is over and we can actually get a house and stop moving.
Yeah, well, which is ironic because all I want to do is get the bus converted so I can not ever stop moving, but I will always be home. I think you guys should just buy a tiny house and be done with it.
No, I couldn't stand living in something like that.
And yet you live in apartments that are probably just as small.
No.
It's like at the end of the day... Oh, I wanted to shrine before I had to fight anybody. At the end of the day... Right? Like, a well-designed, in my opinion, a well-designed 200 square foot... Like, for you, obviously you have a child, so you gotta get a slightly bigger one. Right? You, in my opinion, like, especially if you're gonna have 3... Or not 3, 2, right? Because if your son comes to visit, you want to make sure he's got his own place to stay. So you're talking about getting one of the bigger ones that's like 300 square feet? I think you could totally do that, though.
Yeah, we're just not those kind of people. I mean, if we were that close proximity constantly, I'm sure the time frame for when my wife murders me would go up very quickly.
Yeah, see, you can still have more than one room.
User joined your channel.
Morning, Brosif.
Hello.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people who like have these tiny houses with small kids and whatnot. I don't think I could do it. I think that would drive me nuts. But
Yeah, and that's great for them. More power to them. But we're just not those kind of people.
Those kind of people. What do you mean by those kind of people?
We're not people that prefer to live in a tiny house. That's what I mean by those kind of people.
I don't want to see my family ever.
Not everybody wants to live in a tiny little wagon like you.
That's true. It's true.
You gypsy.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I mean, I just personally I think that I do understand not wanting to house or a small thing, because I lived the last almost 18 years in a much larger house, right? But if I could do it all over again, we would have had a tiny house the whole time. Like, if I didn't have a house payment, like this house payment, oh my god, the amount of money we'd be saving, insane. Right? Like, it's so much more cost effective. Like, yeah, there's some inconveniences to it, but like, I could have some really nice land someplace. I could build a nice shed. Park my tiny house somewhere. Like, it could be really awesome. And then if I was like you, like one of the situations that we didn't move when I left Great Plains is because we had this house and we didn't know what we'd do. We knew that we could sell the house, but it really wasn't right for us to sell the house. Like, the timing was wrong. Like, Remington was still going to school, and blah 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 blah. Like, there's a lot of reasons not to, but in retrospect, if we had the tiny house, it would have been much better for us. But I understand the idea of not wanting to be, like, try to put a three-person family in like 100 square feet or something.
Yeah, it's just not appealing to me.
And that's why I always suggest, like, they come slightly bigger than that. They don't have to be like super teeny tiny land. Right? Are wargs immune to fire? That's not right. Like, no one's taking firewall damage here. Alright, let's just ice storm and see.
Your mom doesn't take firewall damage.
Well, nobody was, like, no one was taking damage or save or immune or anything. I don't understand what was going on there. Anyhow. I'm totally okay with you not having a tiny house though, Witty. I'm just like completely lagged, that's all. Hey, there goes my something.
I would just like a nice 2-story house with a decent yard and preferably a basement. But the basement will probably never happen.
I just want you to have a place big enough that I can park my bus when I come to visit. Like, Witty, I don't know where you're living right now, but we're coming to visit. Why? I need a place to park the bus for a couple of months. Why we do our 3 months of working. And now we're back to screwing off the rest of the year.
gypsies.
Oh man, it sounds so much fun, doesn't it? Be like, pull out my calculator and like, so what do I need to live for the next like 9 months? Oh, I need, $20,000 or whatever. Like, okay, so how much do I have to work in 3 months to save this much money up between the wife and I? Oh, this much. All right, let's go get this much. Let's go save up this much money, dear. And the rest of the time, just stream for a living. Or YouTube videos or whatever. Blowjobs on the side of the road.
User entered your channel.
Hello.
Hello again.
Oh.
So what I was asking before my connection derped was, so like in the case of the tiny house, where you move a lot, what do you do for internet? And like how are you going to like achieve a decent connection where you can like still stream?
Okay. Valid question. So from my research, there is a 4G wireless like modem that you can get as an RVer. It has if you are in an RV, it has a yearly cost, and it's actually not that bad.
He just timed out again.
Oh, damn it, Witty.
So
He's
you're
like-
explaining something
like-
to him that he's not there to hear.
He's like the master of not being around. I'll have to explain it to him later. But long story short, there's a wireless modem that you can get through one of the RV clubs that basically costs like respectively very, very little. But you do have to buy the hardware. So you have a larger upfront cost, but then it costs very little to maintain month to month. Which actually you can't even do it month to month. You have to buy the whole year. So you buy the hardware, then you each year you basically buy the year worth of access. So that's part of the concern. Like, maybe I transition to more
User joined your channel.
YouTubing than streaming, but we'll have to see. So I answered your question, Witty, while you were gone.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll ask again some other time.
That's what I figured.
Everybody needs from hearing.
Long story short is I have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but I have one. Being attacked by... Yeah, wargs take fire damage. I don't know what was going on with that particular instance earlier. That was weird. But I don't know. Also, I'm hoping that the True Trolls podcast continues to grow, and that we'll be able to do the t-shirts soon. Like, I think I would make t-shirts now if my t-shirt woman would get off her... I don't want to say off her ass, but her husband would get her pad finished. I would already have t-shirts. So John, it doesn't look like I'm hearing you driving to Omaha right now.
Why would I be driving to Omaha?
The GP is this weekend.
Oh yeah, Joey asked me if I wanted to go with him, and I was out of town last weekend. So, I was out of town. I was actually in Omaha most of, obviously not this week, but last week. We were in St. Louis that weekend, and so it's like, no, I'm gonna be home.
Right. It's fair.
That and it's standard, and I don't feel like I have a strong standard deck.
Let me just put together Marvel.
If you were willing to give me a couple $100 so I could put together Marvel, I would love to put together Marvel.
I have everything except for, I think I need maybe like 2 Ulamogs and a 4th Marvel.
What you need is
not that much even.
A 4th Marvel and a couple Nicobolas.
No, that card will be banned before Nicobolas is legal.
I think it'll take Nicobolas will drop, and then they'll immediately ban it so that people can't abuse Nicobolas.
No, I think it'll be banned. Let's see. The 25th is the Arenas tournament, so like the 19th, I think, is the next scheduled bannings. I think it'll be banned on the 19th.
What is the 25th? Is that
the Arena PPTQ, and the weekend before, or the day before, would be Joey's. What the hell? How did that happen? We always go.
You guys are gonna...
Weird.
Aren't you good? Yeah. What the hell?
I don't understand how I went counterclockwise around this square thing, and somehow missed the bottom. I don't understand. Like, I started on one corner and walked all the way around, and somehow missed the side. Must have somehow walked counterclockwise or clockwise for a minute. I don't know, but yeah, I fully expect it to be banned the week before the Arena's PPTQs. If not, I might just play Marvel.
I mean, I don't want to say you gotta play the strongest,
Well, so the deck that I played for game day, I think has got a fair shot against Marvel.
Right.
But I did a bunch of playtesting last night to help a guy who thought he was going to go to the GP, and then, like, I wrecked his face a bunch, and he's like, yeah, maybe I'm not going to go to the GP after all. He's like, unless you want to go with me. I'm like, no, I'm not going to the GP. You're high. So anyway,
It's June 10th.
he,
That's next Saturday. I might go to that. That might be fun.
what's that?
Oh, they're doing a BattleTech demo day next Saturday.
Oh, at the Joey's shop?
Yeah, I might go to that. I enjoy BattleTech.
Yeah, I think the problem with BattleTech is too much, like, paperwork to play.
Too much paperwork to play?
Yeah.
Where the hell is my...
Now, if they have, like, new, like, if they updated the rules to be more less paperwork, it could be really fun. What the hell? Did I miss a trap box?
This is for Alpha Strike. Whatever BattleTech Alpha Strike is.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I haven't played Alpha Strike since before Remington was born.
I think Alpha Strike is I don't know. No, I don't want foot. Take me to Goblin Game's fucking page. God damn it, Facebook. Not in the mood for your shit today.
I mean, to be fair,
okay, they're not doing their modern PPTQ until the 29th of July. Okay.
Yes, we cannot. The upcoming one is modern.
Yeah, the one in July is modern. Okay.
Yeah,
I will definitely be playing in that one.
Yeah, and Joey and I are not teaming up for the next one right now. So.
Any particular reason why?
Todd wanted to continue to use this same judge. And Joey obviously is going to continue to use his judge. And always getting my judge to like respond to emails and things is like pulling teeth. So we could not get a day scheduled when Joey was ready to schedule his event, basically.
Fair enough.
So I'll probably continue to do the ads for him, or I'll ask him if he's interested in me doing the flyer for him. But if he's not, then I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, I don't know. I tried really hard to get Todd to let Paul have another shot this time, but I think Todd still is still rightfully upset with Paul. Or maybe not rightfully, justifiably upset. That's a better word. And scenes as everything I have is secondhand, it's really hard to make my own assessment.
Right.
And whether or not it's justified or not. So I am going to not even try. I'm just going to, be like, hey, I wish we could figure this out. But this is what my boss wants to do, so it sucks because I personally I like Paul a lot, and two, it would save the shop a lot of money if we would use Paul over this other guy, but it's another time where, like yesterday was another one of those rare times where Todd wants to make Magic great again at the arena. I'm sure that won't last very long.
Okay.
I don't know. Sometimes he's like, yeah, let's. He gets disheartened on Magic tournaments, just losing him money. But then, like yesterday, he's like, so I'm trying to figure out what we should do for prize support to bring people in. Like, I don't know, boss. What do you want to do? It's like, well, I was thinking, what if I did like $250 for first and blah blah blah. I'm like, I think that's a lot of money once we pay the judge that you're guaranteed to make. It's like, oh yeah, the judge. And I reminded him what we negotiated for the judge this time. He's like, really? It's that high? I'm like, yeah, remember we discussed doing a bonus? Because we were all in a panic over the last minute judge replacement thing. He's like, oh yeah, I remember now. I just didn't remember that we did that. Well, speaking of don't remember, I think I'm going to use this as an excuse to log off a little bit early. Maybe grab a nap, get a little extra dinner in me. I'll be back earlier. I'm not going to go too far away, but I'm going to have to I don't know, blah 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 blah. There's some stuff I got to take care of today that I want to do before it gets super hot. Plus, of course, it's Friday, so I have to be ready for Friday Magic. So, we'll be back for a little bit, probably with some Factorio. Hopefully, Technical will be done with his mission, whatever it is that he's got to do. And hopefully we can get some basic Factorio multiplayer working. If we decide to do that, maybe we won't stream it. Maybe we'll just record it in chunks. We'll kind of play it by ear. Anyway, LJ, Witty, thanks for popping on the chat. Help making time move a little bit this morning. And for everyone else who spent some time with us today, we appreciate it. See you soon.
Bye.
Toodles.